daily fantasy. His number too high, then I'm probably fading him. He been on the road, he gon' eat up my salary. I hit up by, he gon' lie before lock. Play back to back, then I probably won't pick on the DFS bachelor, good as it gets. Bit a few liners and hit me a leg. He had a good game, but it might be a trick. Log in the Slack so I know who to pick. Sharing our liners, we all gon' get rich. New to this game, you should come to the pad. You might want some cash and get a good laugh. DFS sports, we gon' run up a bag. He heard every game and it's making me mad. You buying your lineups, I think you a cheater. DFS bachelor, he the new leader. Yeah.
What is up, everyone? Happy Friday evening. Welcome back to The Bachelor Pat. I, of course, am your host of DFS Bachelor, and we're going over Saturday's WNBA slate. So, obviously, when we're doing that, there would be no reason to have my dumb ass all by myself. We need to bring in the WNBA Whisperer, Mr. Dion Boykin. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm good, boy. It's a nice night outside, sitting outside, chilling, smoking.
I'm jealous recording outside. That sounds amazing. I love that. I'm gonna have to figure something out because I like that. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
First things first, before we get into everything, thank you all so much. A big cheers to you all. Really appreciate all your support. Look, we know the contests for WNBA are getting smaller, and with the NBA playoffs and NFL around the corner and stuff, the interest in it has sort of shrunk, but we have this loyal army of WNBA fans. That's the only reason we do this show. There's not really a whole lot of anything in it for us other than just we get to sit here and have a little fun. I could decompress and not have to be so damn professional and,
right.
Just love the whole thing. It's just a lot of fun. So thank you all so much for your support. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the team. Hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to hit that bell icon so you get access to all the content. Also, NBA will be out right after this. Tons of NBA content, NFL content. We give away a $25 PayPal giveaway for liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment in the comment section. And this week, I'm giving a separate $50 PayPal giveaway for those of you who click the link down below the draft dashboard link. You're going to see two links now. There's two videos. We are live today over at sportsbookreview.com. I need you guys to get over there, say something good about me to my new bosses. We're breaking down each division, getting everyone ready for the upcoming NFL season. We'll be handicapping the NFL over there, Donnie Seymour and myself. So if you leave a comment and like the video over there at Sportsbook Review, either one of those videos, leave a comment in both, increase your chances, and I will announce that winner for Monday's NBA video. So two separate giveaways. Theoretically, one person could win twice. It's unlikely, honestly. The odds are not in their favor, but we're all gamblers, right? So there is that. Also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter, at Dion Boykin1. Dion goes live on Twitter, breaking down the slate the next day, news, notes, etc. I'm at DFS Bachelor. We do the same thing over there. I don't go live like that. But there's all that stuff. So make sure to check all that out. Check out Overlay DFS. We're having a lot of fun over there. I've won I don't even know. The last week, I'm 8 out of the last 10 days. I think I've cashed out $3,000 the last 6 or 7 days from there. Yeah. So life's been good over there.
Good money over there.
Yeah. So check them out. And My Prize Picks. Don't forget to check out My Prize Picks. Dion gives those picks out on his Twitter page. And if you enter promo code NDO, you qualify for some special offers there at myprizepicks.com as well. That's everything, right? That's the house cleaning, I think.
Yes, sir.
Everything else? Get over to Sportsbook Review. Check out our division breakdowns. Comment over there. Make me look good. I'm bribing you. I mean, come on. I'm not above bribing. So big cheers to you all. Thank you all again. So 3-game slate. It starts a little bit earlier tomorrow, obviously, because it's the weekend. So I believe it starts at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Our first game, Seattle and Vegas, should be a great game. Probably the two best teams in the league right now, right? Maybe throw Chicago in there if you want.
Yeah.
So it should be a lot of fun. So we'll just do it how we've been doing it. Go through the guards on Fanduel. Then I'll quickly go over the guards again on Draftkings. And in, out, repeat if necessary. Big shout out to Glory Hole Johnson, huh, baby? I told you all. Hey, listen, glory holes sometimes can be bad and sometimes they can be good. You never know. That's all I'm saying. And with the way things are, you don't even have to wear a mask with the glory hole. It's COVID friendly. It's COVID friendly.
Oh, man.
So
she went off, of course.
She went off. I said it. I'm making fun of her. She's going to get 50, and she almost did. I don't remember what she got, but a lot.
Yeah, she had 21 points when I looked up. Because I looked up and I seen Gloria Johnson on somebody's tweet. in all caps, and I was like, bro, this this better not, this better not be. And sure enough, I opened the app and it was like 21 points, like 4 assists and all this.
Yeah,
And
she
the
went off.
first thing I did was text him, and I was like, "You just had to call her glory hole, didn't
I
you?
had to, and there we go.
You other."
There we
But
go. There we go. Beautiful. It's beautiful. That's how the universe works. Uh, yeah, I can't explain that. That's WNBA for you, man. So frustrating. And then we got the late news on Griner, but luckily it's late swap, so we got that news in time. Luckily,
yeah,
you actually told me. I was halfway to passed out watching the.
look, and I was happy that you texted me too, because I was like, I'm finna have to call this man.
I was like watching Clippers and Dallas, and I was like in and out, falling asleep, and then I saw the text. I was like, oh shit, I got Brittany Griner and quite a bit of what I had going on. So I'm not sure it helped that I switched. Collier's going off. That's who I switched to.
Yeah, I was about to say that was the only good thing about that, is that Collier was right there, so it wasn't a bad switch, and it's really paying off right now, especially if she can keep that up in the second half.
Yeah.
Like, we know these players just die in the second half for whatever reason.
I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let's start a guard at the top.
Yep.
Take it away.
So DeWanna Bonner going against New York, that's easy money. Again, you worry if the game can stay close, but with the way Connecticut has been so inconsistent this year, they either beating the shit out of teams or getting the shit beat out of them. There's really no in between. I don't think they've really had any games this year that have been like really, really close, good games.
Yeah.
I mean, again, she's in play. 16 fantasy points last time out. I definitely think she can do it even in 3 quarters of play. So I don't mind that. Vandersloot at 7-4 versus Indiana. Kind of don't mind that. But again, like, she's playing really, really well. 47 fantasy points in that last game versus New York. We said it. She can still do it. The same thing for DeWanna Bonner. As you can see, she can still do it. They beat the shit out of New York that game. So
yeah. And Bonner's price went down a little bit, so that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. She's not 8K anymore. Jewel Lloyd fucking went off. And here's the thing, man. She just, even though Sue Bird missed, it's just like, I guess, having that presence of Sue Bird and Brianna Stewart, especially with Stewie on the court, like, that's all she really needed was Brianna Stewart on the court. So now you got Howard, who's finally coming back around, and it's taking all the pressure off of her, and she can make the shots that she normally makes. So of course she's in play, man. We see the upside. We see what she can do. What is her price right now? She's at 6-7. It's a pretty good price for her. But I mean, it's against Vegas. That game should be pretty good. I think Sue Bird has already been ruled out for tomorrow's game.
She has.
Definitely can go back to Jewel Lloyd. Probably going to see Kayla McBride defense, and I like that a lot for her, because even though Kayla McBride hasn't been shooting well, she also hasn't been well defensively either this year. Not the normal Kayla McBride that we normally see, so I don't mind Jewel Lloyd at 6-7. Jasmine Thomas, again, it's versus New York, 6'3". It's pretty good. What was she, like 6'6" the last time out? Yeah. So she dropped 300 in price. So I honestly don't mind that versus New York.
She dropped 300 in price. She put up 8 fucking fantasy points against Vegas, and she only dropped 300. 8.2, dude.
And that was just like when she the 19 fantasy points, and she went up to 6'6".
Yeah,
and I was
wait, what? I don't get it. So, New York does allow the most fantasy points in the league to opposing guards, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to verify that. I'm just going to look at the DraftKings page. They allow the 3rd most points to opposing guards. So,
Jasmine Jones sitting down here at 5'8". I know she had a really good game last time out. Again, they were already getting the shit kicked out of them. So I don't care. You can play it if you want to, but that's not for me.
Look at her. Look at the game logs real quick. I was checking that while you were talking about She's played 5 straight games now over 20 minutes, a 37, a 22, a 20, a 16, and a 38.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I'm not saying that it's a terrible play. It's just...
But it is a terrible play against...
Yeah.
You're not... It
Yeah.
isn't, but it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
She'll get the minutes, I guess. Hopefully. But
so you can justify the price for it because she's gonna get the minutes. But it's just, if I'm doing that with Tiffany Mitchell out again, I'm going either Alamon or Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah.
Again, said it. We talk about these players that shoot a ton of shots. We seen it versus LA. She had 25 points that game. The last game, 15 points, 17 points. She's still gonna do it. She started off slow in that Seattle game, but she still came around. Again, once she found her shot, that's what I like the most about her this year, is that she's not the player that she was last year, where if she missed the first couple shots, it was just going to be a bad fucking night for you. She's figured out how to just calm herself, settle into the game, and get that first one to go, and then she get it going from there. So I love that about her this year, and especially since she's still sitting at 5'8". I don't hate that. Again, she's gonna play the minutes,
right?
Especially with Doyle being the only true guard coming off the bench for him.
Right.
Then, like I said, Alamon 5'7", don't mind that. This Chicago-Indiana game should be kind of competitive too. If y'all remember, we actually did talk about that though on the last podcast. I told y'all that game could fuck around and be competitive with Seattle, and they ended up getting beat. So we actually did say that could happen. And then with Sue Bird getting ruled out, that just actually made it sort of better for Indiana anyway. So that was nuts though. I just couldn't believe they lost, bro. They was making a run at the end, and I was like, But Quigley at 5'6", again, 5'6" for her. Again, we see what she's doing. 35 fantasy points that last game. And again, that was a blowout. They played 27 minutes. Really, again, do not mind going back there. She's just been really, really great. Until they raise her price to $6K, I'll just keep playing her at 5'6".
Sure.
And that where she is right now range. Wickham went up 1,000, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Damn it, so much for that. That was a fun little value play we got to have.
Man, right, it sure was. You might as well just play Jordan Canada. She's gonna start. She's gonna play the minutes. I know she didn't have a really great game that last time out. 12 fantasy points, and then look at the game before that, 16 fantasy points. So really like her in this spot for a bounce back, because she can definitely break the slate tomorrow. We know that Vegas still does turn the ball over a ton too, so we know that Jordan Canada has still upside. So
for sure,
if you playing somebody at 5'5", I would just take the minutes of Jordan Canada, the starter. Danielle Robinson is 5'5". Why is she 5'5"?
I'm trying to let me look. Let me see if maybe we missed something. I don't think so.
Points that last time out, and she was 4'8", but damn, 5'5", not 5K or something.
9 assists in that game. Still just left her at
4'8". Like I told y'all, man, what the situation with Danielle Robinson is that she's just gonna play more minutes than Lindsey Allen. It don't matter. As y'all seen, that first half, Lindsey Allen had 21 fantasy points. He didn't even bother going back to her, at all. He just let Danielle Robinson eat up those minutes, because I think she ended up playing 7 to 10 minutes that first half, and then just got the whole second half. And Lindsey Allen played maybe 8 minutes in that second half and just did nothing. Yeah. So I guess you can say that, but man, it's hard to trust that, because if Lindsey Allen fuck around and actually does have a game, then it fucks you at 5'5". So that's just a tournament play for me there.
Yeah.
5'4" for Copper. Again, she's starting. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like Alamon more at 5'7" and Canada at 5'5" and all that.
Then we get down here to fucking
Kayla McBride.
We just gotta hope that she's actually turning it around. But man, listen, a 7, a 21, a 37, a 9, a 24, a 32. So is she gonna go back to single digits this game?
I don't know what to do with her.
I don't either. So I'm just keeping her as a GPP play. Again, the safer play is going to be Jackie Young. Again, she didn't have a really great game that last time out, or the last 2 games, actually. She's starting to come back down to earth.
Yeah.
But she's still sitting the minutes. So I don't hate it coming off the bench versus Seattle. You got to kind of like that, especially since, again, she's going to get tired legs. So don't hate that. Kennedy Burke. We was talking about this before the podcast. 3.6 is what she was last time out. She's 5K.
Yeah, it's a big jump. But she went off. She did go off, and she got the start. We were all kind of nervous, like, oh, God, is this idiot coach in Indiana going to start Doyle? And you know how I feel about Doyle if you've been watching this show. Damn dog killers, you know what I mean? You can't be playing her.
Yeah,
it's bad juju.
Kennedy Burke, I don't hate.
Yeah, it's a paced up game. Chicago's, an up and down team.
And that's what she does. If you've seen that last game, man, that's what she did. She ran with them. She ran, and she was grabbing rebounds. She only had 3 rebounds. She didn't have any assists. But she's one of those players that can fill the stat sheets as well.
Right.
So I would not sleep on her at 5K.
Yeah.
Then we get down here to Clarendon. She dropped all the way down to 4.9.
Finally.
And I do not hate that at all. I actually really like that for her. Again, going to see the minutes. Like I said, even in that blowout game, she played 27 minutes still. So,
and a revenge narrative, right? Former Connecticut Sun backup point guard.
Oh yeah. So
look at that sharp brain on my old ass. Woo! Here we go.
Yeah, love that.
Eat your heart out, ladies. Eat your heart out.
Call. They finally dropping Diamond DeShield's price. That's why you see the smile on my face. For whatever reason, she only played 1 minute that last game.
You cannot play Diamond DeShield. It's a hard no. You can't do it.
Right?
Can you? I don't even understand why she's 4.9. She should be like 3.5.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, she really should. But you got Kidner sitting down at 4.7. It's just she put together 2 solid games, 24, 22 fantasy points, but versus Connecticut. Let's see who defense. Oh, she gonna draw DeWanna Bonner defense. So yeah, that's for me on that.
Yeah.
Gabby Williams, no.
Without Cheyenne Parker, do you like Gabby Williams a little more? She didn't had a bat. She still played 20. Yeah. She played 25 minutes, but she played like shit. But
yeah, you right. You always call that. I'm glad you always bring that up, because with one of these 4s out, that does mean that you play way more minutes. Because as you can see, when Dawson came back 17, 16, 14, and then she finally started ramping back up. So yeah, definitely could give that a look, because she dropped from like 5.5 and shit too to 4.7. So yeah, you're right. I don't like that, especially versus Indiana.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Great catch on that. January. If you hate life, you can definitely do it. She had a good game last time out, but I know Brianne January really well, so that's why I won't play her. We were talking about that on the podcast.
Never. I don't care. I don't care what her price is. I know she had the one good game, but I mean.
Yep. No. And then everything else down there, no, you can take a flyer on Doyle, but I'm probably just going to play Cox.
Yeah, I mean, Kayla Charles, Brio Holmes, it's all bad. All bad. Bad. Sometimes I play Sugar Rogers just because, I don't know, she's like, if I'm looking for one of them, it hasn't really worked this year where, you could just plug in that minimum salary player, but, she plays like, let me look here. In 5 of the last 6 games, in fact, 7 of the last 9, she's seen at least 10 minutes, so she can get you like 15 or something.
Yeah, especially if she get hot from 3.
Yeah, so like if you're looking for one of those like deep players down there who are going to see some minutes, I guess that's where you go. Kathleen Thorpe, I don't even think she got that many minutes in the last game, even though they have like no other guards. Oh, she played 19. No, she played 19 minutes. I take that back. Okay. So 19 minutes and she put up a 13. She's a minimum salary. But so you're choosing between her and Lauren Cox, I think, who's probably still minimum salary. So I guess you could sprinkle a little of that in.
Well, you go through guards. I'm going to look and see how many minutes she played last game.
Yeah, good idea. So let's go over here to DK. Now, I find this interesting on DraftKings. Vandersloot's the most expensive guard at 10.7. DeWanna Bonner's 10.1. I like all that for DeWanna Bonner around that 10K range because, you know, you can pay upwards of 11.4 for her. Yeah. So even though you might worry about the blowout or whatever, DeWanna Bonner at 10.1, I like that. Jewel Lloyd at 9.6, no. I don't care how well she's playing. That's too much. Kelsey Mitchell, 9.1. I still think that's a lot. I like Alamond at 8.6. Then you've got Copper at 8.2 and Allie Quigley at 8K. I will take Allie Quigley in that scenario every time. Clarendon at 7.3. McBride 7.2. But I think I would go to Jordan Canada at 7K. I think that's what I'm liking right there. Then you got Whitcomb at 6.8. Kennedy Burke at 6.5 for some value. I don't mind that. And then it's a whole bunch of real bad. Doyle is 3,500. If they're going to give her like 15 minutes again, I don't hate that at 3.5, I suppose.
Yeah.
But again, Doyles are dog killers, so just remember that when you're throwing her in your lineup. So let's go to forwards. Not hers. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't understand it's a joke with the show. So.
Oh yeah.
You'd have to go back a few episodes.
Yeah, you have to. Because then it fly way over your head. So here's the thing. Let's talk about this real quick. Okay. Lauren Cox only played 14 minutes. If you look at the rest of the minutes that she's played in the last couple games as well, she's still only playing 14, 17, no more. She's not really seeing 20 minutes. So I really don't hate taking Doyle over Cox tomorrow, especially like you said. One, she's the only true backup guard that they have. Burks is not a guard. She can run point guard, but she's more of a point forward than she is a solid guard. So Doyle would be the only one to replace Kelsey Mitchell or Julia Alamond. So that actually makes her more enticing to me than I know we don't. Doyle's don't rule, but it makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know, just looking at the minutes. Now I do think that she should get more time tomorrow versus Chicago because it's a slightly better matchup. If Parker was playing, it'd be even better for her.
Right.
But since it's just Dolson, Dolson is not going to be on the court much, and they might even try to run some small balls, so that kind of takes her. So now, listing all of that shit, it kind of just
sprinkle them both. They're both minimum salary, and they both can get you about 15. So I'd say at minimum salary, like if you're making, let's say you're making 2 lineups, maybe play Doyle in one and Cox in the other. If you need that kind of salary savings when you're building your lineups, that's kind of how I would do that.
So Asia Wilson at the top definitely can go back there. Again, she's just playing extremely well. Like I told y'all, even in the games where she starts off slow, she picks it back up. She finds a way. Again, they talked about it. Bill Lambert just has a way at calming her and getting her settled into the game and making it easier for her to find her shots and get her going. So definitely like her. Again, still nothing less than 30 fantasy points since the start of the season, yo. Again, you just got to take that consistency because she's consistently doing it. Right. We see that Breanna Stewart dropped in price at the 31 fantasy points in that last game, 7-6. Hell yeah, I'm still gonna take that. Versus Vegas again, this should be a really good game. So definitely like that for her. 7-6, yo, come on.
She's not the most expensive one. I love it. And hasn't there been a lot of talk who's the MVP, Stewart or Asia Wilson?
Or Asia Wilson, yeah.
So a little bit of extra motivation. She can hit the 3. She does it all. I love that. I love Breanna Stewart.
Especially after going to sleep knowing that you lost to Indiana. You know, and don't get it twisted. They making a run for the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
They are definitely making a run for the playoffs right now. But I mean, you just got to think about the way they have been playing and been on the roll, and to think that Indiana was the team that broke up your streak. yeah, they're going to be motivated tomorrow. So, yeah, 7-6 for her. Love that. Alyssa Thomas still 7K. Like that for her versus New York. I really don't think they need her a ton tomorrow. She did only play 25 minutes versus Vegas, and she still put up 34 fantasy points. So I do like that.
Yep.
But again, I'm probably just gonna have a whole bunch of Breonna Stewart.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
A whole bunch. Yeah.
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 Angel McCarthy at 6'8". Don't mind that, but she'll have the height advantage on Alicia Clark. But again, Alicia Clark has just been really, really good defensively this year. So I will look at that in tournaments. 6-6 for Natasha Howard. We finally seeing it. Her price is coming up. Again, this game should be really competitive tomorrow. We seen in that last game she played 23 minutes, so 30 fantasy points. She's still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep saying it over and over again. Even in limited minutes, she can definitely do it. You're going to get the first 5 minutes of Carolyn Swords' defense.
Right.
I love it. Gotta love that for Natasha Howard. 6'6". I don't think that's a bad price. 6'5" for De'Erica Hamby. Now, she's gonna play the minutes. She's gonna have to, because again, Natasha Howard. If Natasha Howard gets to having her way in the first 5 minutes, first of all, Hamby's coming in, and we know that she's gonna play the minutes. It's just 6'5". It's really high.
I kind of think it's high for Howard too. Like, I know she's playing better, but even that last game when she got a 30, she had 2 steals and 3 blocks. You got to hope that so you need a lot of those peripherals for her to get there, because she's still not playing 30 minutes or anything, 28, 29, 30 minutes. I'd love to see that.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I definitely think she can get a couple blocks tomorrow. I mean, again, Source tries to turn around and throw some shit up. That's easy money right there.
Sure.
But Lindsay Allen does like to drive the ball a lot while she's in the game. You got to think about it. That's a big part of Danielle Robinson's game, is driving to the basket. Kayla McBride, another one, because if she's not hitting those outside jumpers, which she really hasn't been lately, she's going to try to drive. I definitely think she'll get at least a block on Asia Wilson tomorrow as well. So that's why I'm considering that price at 6'6".
Okay.
Alicia Clark at 6'4". Again, I like this price. Only reason why I like this price is because I think that game is competitive. We see she plays big minutes. And versus this team tomorrow, yes, definitely think she can get you there. Definitely think she can get you a couple steals as well. So I do like that price at 6'4" for her. 6'3" for Candace Dupree. I don't hate that. 6'2" for Zoe B versus Connecticut. I like the price coming down on her. She'll definitely come back to earth and be the Zoe B. We know she does have big upside. We've seen her do it this year already. It would not shock me if she does go off versus this Connecticut team. I'm almost positive she did it once last year, but I will have to take a look on that. Tierra McCowan is 6'2". Like Bash pointed it out, man, she just not playing over 25 minutes. She hasn't done that since August 7th and still hasn't. She had 10 points, 10 rebounds, but she had 6 fucking turnovers, which killed her that last game. Otherwise, she would have actually done decent.
Yeah. But
still, just, that's too much for a player that's not really gonna. And she's splitting time between Nalia Conwood, Dupree,
Cox.
And Cox. It's just not.
It's frustrating.
It is, because they're rolling all of them out. So any one of them can have a game. Like Conwood sitting down at 5-1. I kind of like that for her tomorrow versus Chicago. She could be the one to do it again like she did this last time out. She only played 16 minutes that last game. So definitely like her a lot more now looking at that. 14.6 rebound, 4 assists. Doing it, filling the stat sheet. So don't mind her. Brianna Jones, of course, really don't mind her. She really stunk up the bed last game. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but she only played 15 minutes, 9 fantasy points. She should be well rested after a shit game like that. So definitely like her at 5'8" versus New York. Then we get to my boo thing.
What about Dolson and Azura? Both of them at the same price, $6K.
Oh, look, I skipped right over that.
That's
too.
okay, but just like I like Azura Stevens a lot. I think she gets more minutes because no Cheyenne Parker.
Yeah. And again, we talked about that once before. She see that the blowout minutes in that as well. Like they just played. The first thing they did was pull Dolson, and you gotta understand. They pulling her one because she's coming back from that ankle injury or the foot injury that kept her out, 7 games already. So if your team is already kicking the shit out of them, then you just run Hebert and you run a younger Azura Stevens and just say, hey, you just got to suck it up next game. She can play the minutes. So like you said, like that, I'm probably leaning Dolson just because of the fact that she only played 19 minutes last game. They're going to need her. She's still in those 19 minutes. Now, she did have 4 blocks and a steal. She still had 27 fantasy points. But I like her in this matchup as well. She's just going to have to play a ton of minutes, too. I think, but like you said, it's probably going to be Azura Stevens. But, yeah, 5K for Kia Stokes. Seeing what happened last game, she went off. I don't think this is the greatest matchup in the world for her, but I don't have a problem with her either at 5K.
Yeah, it feels like Connecticut would have the quickness advantage over her, so you just need her to crash the boards and clear it up and block some shots, etc.
Yep. Collie Shook, still playing around 15.
They're starting Liana Odom now, right? She been in the starting lineup.
Yeah, she has been. She's actually been in the starting rotation for a while. But you see these games, man, she gets going and then she just stops. Mm-hmm. So that's why that's not a person I really talk about. You can see I just skip right over her.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I know a lot of people ask me about her and was, oh man, she going off, and then she died. And I was like, okay, so what was that?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, just go easy E. Again, they're not playing Howard big minutes. If you think that's too much for Natasha Howard, then you also have Magmagor sitting down here at 4'4", and she was 4'8" last time out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't she? So
maybe I thought 4'4". It seems like she's been 4'4" for like 10 years. Even though this is her first year. Like it feels like it. But she's consistently getting minutes. I like Easy. I like Easy. She's a nice little value play. She just produces when she's on the court. She's a point per minute monster. She's the Montrezl Harrell, of the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. And what do we always say, man, about her as well? She got block upside, man. She definitely can do it, blocks and steals. Yeah. She's
first forward off the bench. She's playing over Russ. She's playing more minutes than Mercedes Russell, who had a great year last year. That one I still don't understand. But
and it's like what are they gonna do after this season? You can't keep them all and just do that.
No.
So that's the tough thing about the WNBA, man. You have so limited space, so limited amount of teams that you have people like the Mercedes Russells that just get the short end of the stick.
Right.
But just Ruthie,
like all my ex-girlfriends.
Ruthie Hebert. Look, she played 23 minutes last time out in the blowout.
Oh shit!
If the game is closer, she probably won't play that many minutes, but I still really like her. Double-digit fantasy points in the last 2 games, and she's 3-7, so don't mind that.
Okay.
Then, like we said, the only other value play right now is Lauren Cox. I always, as always, have to take a look into Carolyn Swords' history before I make a judgment call on her.
Right.
Hey, you will know when it's Carolyn Swords Day because you'll see it on my page.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see all the swords and the whole goddamn thing, and then I'm always
Like,
pissed when she hits value because I used to play Carolyn Swords a lot. You know, like I used to play her all the fucking time. But
mhm.
I mean, I mean, Carolyn Swords and Lauren Cox, it's about the same thing. So go ahead, and, you can sprinkle them
Yeah,
both in.
yeah. You know what? You're right.
So I don't hate it, and there is some size in Seattle, so maybe they want some of her size, or what you got to hope for. You need like Hamby to roll an ankle or something. That's
Yeah.
what you need. I'm not rooting for it. I never like to root for a player to get
And
injured.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is the only thing that slows her down is that Seattle plays at a fast pace, so that
Right.
probably not a Swords day.
Right.
That's what hurts her the most is because Hamby is the Energizer Bunny. She get in and she's running from the time she hit the floor to the time she get off. Like
Right.
that's her. She just runs. So, and that's why she plays the bulk of the minutes. So it probably is not. But again, I'll take a look at the history and see. We probably can get away with it. But again, it's probably just Lauren Cox down at 3K.
Sure. Switching over to DraftKings, going over the forwards real quick, you can see the differences between these two sites. So on FanDuel, Asia Wilson's the most expensive, 400 more than Breanna Stewart. On DraftKings, Breanna Stewart is 600 more. Me personally, I think Breanna Stewart has a huge game tomorrow. She's my favorite play on the slate. She's 10-9. On DraftKings, I could go there. Of course, Asia, I'll probably skip Alyssa Thomas then in that scenario, right there sandwiched in the middle. Then you got Azura Stevens at 9-8. Holy crap. Nope. That's way, way, way too much. You need like 40 from her. So you only need 30 for her to hit value on FanDuel, and you get more points for blocks and steals. Over here on DraftKings, you need 40. So Azura Stevens, to me, is not the best play on DraftKings. I do like the price for Zowie B at 8-1. I could definitely get down with that. Alicia Clark at 7-5. See, I think that's a much better value on DraftKings. You need less than 30 on DraftKings, where on FanDuel you need like 32. Candice Dupree against Indiana, or Chicago is Candice Dupree against Chicago. Chicago is true to form, allowing the most fantasy points in the league to opposing front court players. So Candice Dupree at 7-7's in play for me. Gabby Williams is 6-1. And that's the thing. We kind of talked about it's going to, like, Dolson and Gabby Williams are going to kind of share the minutes there. Maybe Ruthie Hubbard if it's a blowout, like it looks like, unless Azura Stevens gets into foul trouble, they'll kind of split it there. So if you're playing Steph Dolson, you don't want to play Gabby Williams in that same lineup because you're kind of going against yourself. But I kind of like the value over there at 6-1. That's pretty cheap. I could take a shot there. Meg Bagor is at 6K. Liana Odom's at 5-3. So if she's going to start and see twice the minutes of Lauren Cox, who's only 300 cheaper, I guess I could look at that. And then that's it. That's it on DraftKings. That's it on FanDuel. Let's go over to FanDuel. Yeah. Let's do our you'll do top three guards on FanDuel. Let's do our top threes, and I'll do DraftKings.
All right. So, man, again, as always, it's really tough. Especially when it comes to high price, because again, DeWanna Bonner's easy, but I guess I'll take. I do like Courtney Vandersloot at 7-4. Again, I think Indiana is still a scrappy team, so I don't mind that. Quigley at 5'6", really like that for her. Value would be Gabby Williams.
I think that's
at
right.
4-7.
I think that's right.
Yeah, and Lacer Clarendon at 4-9. God, I can't forget about that narrative. Thank you, bro, for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over on DraftKings, I'll take DeWanna Bonner at 10-1. I love that price for her. And then I will hop down here and take Jordan Canada at 7K. I love that price for her on DraftKings. And then it'll probably be Kennedy Burke at 6'5", as low as I feel like going. I guess if you want to sprinkle in Jackie Young at 6'4", I don't hate that either. Let's go to forwards.
Yeah. So, again, Breanna Stewart, bro. 7-6 for her. I'm just, again, it's battle of the MVP right now.
Yeah.
And this is going to put an end to all your questions. So I'm locking that in 7-6. Then going down, I think I am liking Brianna Jones for a bounce back game versus New York at 5'8". Definitely don't hate that. And then if I am going value, again, I think the lowest that I truly want to go is Mag McGore, but I do not hate the punt with Lauren Cox.
Gotcha. Like it. All right, over forwards for me, it's the same. Brianna Stewart at the top. Love that. Then I will take Zowie B at 8-1. I think that's a nice fair price for her. And if I am going down here into the value area, I guess it'll be Liana Odom at 5-3, just because the minutes should be there. That's it. So that's our look. FanDuel and DraftKings. Again, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, be part of that giveaway. And don't forget to hit that link for SBR. Those two all have links to both. We've covered the NFC East and the NFC North. Go, leave a comment, like the channel, subscribe over there. I'm giving away another $50 for those of you who do that. So those links will be down in the video description below. If you want player pools for NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, research tools, etc., the link for Draft Dashboard is there. You can try that for 30 days for $1. Don't forget to follow Dion on Twitter at DionBoykin1. He will be live tomorrow breaking down the WNBA slate before that locks. He'll have his My Price picks up. Don't forget to check out Overlay DFS, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate all the support. Goodbye, folks.
Deuces.